Hello everyone, my name is Mountellus. I wanted to make a FRU MIT healing guide for those that may be progging the fight. I will say I do follow mostly the FRU MIT but good guide, kind of loosely. I have moved some things around you'll see that I felt were better for healers that are learning to heal in the more harder places, the more optimal in my opinion. Hopefully you learned something. If you don't, that's okay. If you don't like the video, don't have to watch it. But I hope you learned something from it. So I'm just gonna kind of go over what I'm doing as I narrate through. Kind of explain why I've moved some things around, and I hope you enjoy. So for this, I'm really just using my Kira and Physis here. You can pre-shield the party prior to pulling, but I don't really here anymore. I also sometimes struggle with my slide casting, so I will use a swift cast there for for greedy.
Come, show me your strength.
For this, I tend to run in the middle and pop my cure immediately to get everybody. Here I'm also going to use my Zoe Year Prog, and then a Toxic, excuse me, Exicole here to pull everyone up. Usually when I run with somebody I'm not familiar with or I don't know quite well just yet, I tend to focus on my co-healer a lot, just to make sure we're not in the same spots where we're not supposed to be. You'll see later on why I did this. Here I'll open with a Panheima and a Kolos and dot the boss. You can also use Ishikole here, pretty much immediate to help heal. Around here, the second tether, I will use a Philosophia. I'll also swift cast a Numa here. You don't have to do that, but I found sometimes the clip, if I'm too greedy, doesn't catch everybody, so I just do it. I really don't have a need for the swift cast otherwise. Here I like to give my tank a 10% mint, the Chiricole. Just one of them. I kind of eyeball which ones I felt was struggling. Usually I go for the off tank. Typically in a non-totem party you'll want to hold, especially if a Picto, so they can paint. I've kind of found through trial and error a good way to use my Kira here. So after the second slash in the quadruple slap here, you're going to want to pop your Kira pretty much immediately or close to immediate. The reason being is it's gonna cast the raid wide at the end here, as well as it'll be up for Diamond Dust as well. And you'll have it up for Mirror Mirror. And the laser. So you can potentially have Kira 4 times. I'm running in as soon as that cast bar's empty. Or sorry, full. Panheima immediately. Akira, like I mentioned, it's up in time. Just walking this. I play on controller, so sometimes this slide gets me, sometimes it doesn't. It's the one part of the fight that I tend to get the most nervous on. As I mentioned before, you can see Akira is just about up. And it'll be up again for the Mirror Mirror cast after the initial hit. So for this, I actually have found... I wasn't really sure for a good spot on Numa. I actually found it's better, in my opinion, on the second mirror. So we'll take the first one raw here. Numa, Ishikole, and Akira. You can see everyone's topped off and pretty healthy. Here I'll also use a Holos. I tend to go towards a little bit of the middle and come back if it's a stack. If it's not, I'll go to the side. I'll also use the Philosophy and a Zoe here. You can actually hold your Zoe if you feel you need to, but I just use it here a little early. It's going to be a stack. For this, you can use this here. Panheima is free, so you can essentially just use it. It'll come back up in time we need it, so there's no reason not to use it just for extra healing when the shields pop. And here I'm going to Kira as soon as it's up. You can also GC shield this if you're uncertain on your party's mitt. Sometimes people forget things.
I won't let you.
Since this was a totem party, no. I didn't have to feel the need to shield it, but if you're blocking that, I would definitely shield that. If you spent your phlegmas on the time that I did, you'll have twos up here. Are you gonna sell me essential oils? In time for the you want to pop your pot for the crystals of light. Excuse me. Oh. I also pop my Kira and Physis just for the residual tick damage that the DPS will be getting. You can also use your Swiftcast Numa here to hit all the crystals and heal up a little bit. That's something I've been experimenting with. I don't believe it counts towards your parts at all, if that's what you're looking for, but it does help with healing and damage.
I was cornered with the themes.
So for this, I specifically pop my Pepsis early. The reason being is I've been known to fat finger it, so that's why I do this here. You can actually do a Zoe Eurprog here after the Scream. I wait till my Physis is usually up to stack that 10% extra healing increase. See, I'm doing it here. And if you do it this way, the shield will last until the UR cast. So there's no need to pre-shield again. And here I'm doing my Kira immediately, and then Ishikole. Again, your co-healer should be using something, so there's really no need to pop any other healing. Once UR is up, I'm going to pop a Panheima and a Holos, pretty much immediate. I'm looking for my spot, and I'll probably pre-shield as I'm looking. Here I'm 30 seconds. This is a good use for Toxicons to keep your damage going. I'm going to pop my Cure here immediately as soon as it's up. And then a Philosophia as soon as I take that first hit of whatever my timer was. Placing my Rewind here. And then I'm going out here 3 seconds. Pop. I'll usually Icarus back. Here we go. Face the boss. Here, once the... if someone dies here, depends on what they have. If they're dark like that, that's totally fine. You should have cured all that up in time if you used it correctly. Here, this was a little bit of a panic heal with the death. You'll want to mitt your main tank with the Tiracole and a Cardia, excuse me, a Cardia, a Haima. With the 7.3 release, the Eurprog shields are now a little bit wider. So before I was always having to go out to the middle like this and hit everybody. But you could actually just cast it from your spot and it'll reach them just fine. I also pop a Kira here for the stack damage. And if you use Physis where I used it at the end of the VOR cast, it'll be up in time here for APOC, and you can use that to top people off for that stack, because it is hard to heal. You want to pop sprint for this. Snapshots can be kind of dirty. You'll want to hug that edge of that circle there. Pop Akira. Wait. Look left. Stay in your flex spot. Usually you should have a Toxicon here, but I didn't have anything here, it looks like. I popped my holos pretty much immediate. You can also use a Panheime here as well. It's free if you use it here and don't need it for the Akborns. Personally, I do not use them. I do not use much for the first Akborns. It tends to be pretty heavy limited. I tend to save most things for the second Akborns, which you'll see.
Their memories weaken the link. Such impediments to our resonance.
This is the cover
must
for
be
mistakes.
expunged. Come to me, Hrisvalga.
Here you'll want to use your Zoe, your prog here as soon as the Akborns are done. Pop your pot here.
I shall weave a new dragon song.
I told you it would make a great necklace.
Oh, it's beautiful. I think it'll really suit you.
I use a Swiftcast
Neat.
Numa here.
I thought you should have it.
Since it's still in my pot window and also can help with healing. Here, as soon as the first hammer goes down, I use Akira immediately.
No, I didn't
It
see
should last the entirety of the Akborns. And I'm saving my Ishikole for about the third or fourth hit. 7-1 is very comfy for healing. I will pre-shield going into CT here. And I'll pop my Physis here, which you'll see shortly.
Pain shall be fleeting. Joy
And Akira as well.
everlasting.
Pop your Philosophia once the timer here ends. And kind of delay your holos a little bit. Find your spot. This is going to be a 2 cleanse. You can see I'm waiting. And I'll pop my holos. Use Ishikole here immediately. Go for your 2. Stay here for a split second. Sometimes the snapshot can be kind of dirty. You can see the monk here got hit by mistake. Again, like I mentioned, when people make mistakes like this, it's alright. But if they happen to die there, the mitts that I'm saving here are very useful for this. We have another death. Panheime here.
Oh, yep. I stuffed it in your body.
You can see I have pretty much
Don't
everything.
extend it, don't extend it,
Panheime,
don't
Akira,
extend it,
Ishikole, your prog,
or just
Zoe.
sit out.
I have pretty much a lot of comfy heals. I did not need to actually shield this much, but I think I got nervous with
Go
the
ahead and roll
death.
now if you want the hat.
Here I'm coordinating with my co-healer who are rezzing. It's always a good idea to, if you can, communicate that. So you're not doubling up and having 2 weaknesses
It'll
last
it'll
as long
automatically
going into
substitute.
P5. If someone dies here, and they couldn't accept the res in time,
Cooldowns?
the cutscene will auto-res them.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
So-
it's less. I guess you're saying. Yeah.
Don't worry too much if you didn't happen to accept it in time. Going into P5 is always pretty nervous, even for me, as many times as I've pulled this fight. But personally, what I'd recommend is as soon as you get into it, do a pre-shield before you start DPSing in Akira. It will last the entirety of your DPS open window. It's just I personally have caused a few webs where I forgot to do that.
Are you there?
When I was progging, because I wasn't expecting the
Gaia?
Fulgent Blade class so soon. So I would always pre-shield.
No one will raise our promise.
X's can be pretty scary here. So as I mentioned, I'm popping all my shields here first, and then I'm DPSing.
Never stop. As many times as it takes.
I play for safety, not for parse. Alright, let's pattern is this. I'm looking for the house. I see it's on the right side, so it's a right pattern. I typically wait to pop my sprint here for after the first slash. Into the diamond. Diamond. Now, if someone dies here, you do have extra mit. You can use a Holos and a Kira, and it usually is plenty of mit for the damage and body check. Assuming only one death. Any more than that can be pretty dicey. If a tank dies here, get them up immediately as soon as you see their death after the Ockborn stack. If you do not, it's a wipe. The tanks are baiting here. You want to make sure you're also mitting your tank. In this scenario, it was a Dark Knight, so I get a Cherokoli and a Haima. Here is polarizing. I pop a Kira, Panheima, and a Holos. Lots of it. So these greeting this can be pretty scary if you're not familiar with the timing. But typically, once you get hit, you can pretty much go out and cast, and you'll have plenty of time. Same cannot be said for polarizing 2, which is faster. But that's just what what works for me.
Yes, together.
For this, you'll want to pre-shield, but do not mit yet until you see Box and Pandora's Box mit your cure on the B.
Gone from my memories. Every last trace of you.
You're gonna want to also pre-shield this as well. Fulgent Blade Cast. If you mitted it on the B and Pandora's Box, it should cover this as well. Now we're looking at the house again. I found it's on the right side, so it's coming from the right. Again, I'm gonna wait to pop my sprint. Popping it now. Using my Toxicons for movement. You can pop your Kira mid-second Exa and it'll cover. I do that just so I don't forget. Then go to your spot. Stay. Perfect. Since the Dark Knight was the last person to take the Dark and Light, I'm giving the Gunbreaker here some mit. I gave the Mature Collate just now. I think actually a little bit too early there. But that's fine. And then I'm also giving them a Haima here as well. Don't greed that. You see how I stopped? That swipe will get you. That stop shot is pretty dirty. Polarizing 2. Again, pre-shot in the party. This time using a Philosophia. And then I'm waiting for my Panhaima to come up. Sorry about that, I'm not sure why the video cut out there. I'm going to redo it here. At the end of polarizing, all mit for the most part is essentially free. Again, looking for the box on the left side here. Left.
We won't give up on the future.
Running into it. I'm using print to everything I have as far as submit goes. Running into it.
Let our prayers be heard. If this place cannot be our
Don't greed these,
utopia,
just go to your spot. After this, don't even bother healing.
then naught in existence holds meaning.
You want her ideally at least 12% or less. I believe the LB, once you get the LB3 here, it's, I believe, about 3% or so, 2.5% or so percent. It actually takes off. Yo, let's fucking go! And then as soon as you LB, you win. I hope you found this video somewhat useful or helpful in some way. Again, these are just things I found through my time in Party Finder and things that I've kind of moved around from the FRU But good. But overall mostly follows it, but pretty loosely, I'd say. Just in some certain aspects in later of the fight for healing. Again, hope it helps. If you don't like the video, I guess you can look at something else. But if you did, cool. Have a good rest of your day.